Hi, in this video I'm going to review the NYX Professional Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil, which is similar to a tinted moisturizer. And I'm also going to share some before and afters, what it looks like with and without the primer. And hopefully I can help you to also make the right decision. Now, my name is Melissa van Dijk, I'm a makeup artist. I also did purchase the product with my money. I'm a real user, and before we're getting to the application, let's have a look at some basic information. Now, in total they have 12 different shades. I'm using the shade Vanilla Nude, and it also should help you to even out your natural skin tone, to give you a smooth and satin finish, and lastly it also has a very lightweight cream formula. So let's have a look and see what it looks without a primer. Now, the NYX Tinted Skin Veil is so similar to a tinted moisturizer, as it has that moisturizing-like texture. It is a little bit thicker in texture and it feels like a cream. The only difference is that it has also a tint in it to give you a sheer coverage. And it also has a very subtle shine, which you also will see later on once I have applied it all over the face. Now, you either can use it with your fingers or with a foundation brush. I personally just like to use my fingers because it goes on so seamlessly and very easy. I definitely would recommend that you're going to start off with the center of your face, such as your forehead, cheek and chin area, and then move outwards using circular motions. This way you are making sure that you have an even coverage and you have also evenly applied it. And that it also will melt in with your skin texture, so that it also will look like skin later on. Now, I definitely wouldn't recommend using too much of it, because then it can look a little bit weird. Keep it very lightweight, as this is what it's meant for. It just should give you a very sheer coverage and a bit of tint to even out your skin tone in general. Now, in this example, I'm just applying it on my bare skin. I don't have a primer whatsoever underneath, only my bare skin and the tinted skin veil on top. Now I'm going to do the same application. The difference is that I'm going to use a primer underneath. And I'm really liking the Ordinary High Spreadability Primer for my skin concerns, since it also can help me to smoothen out the skin texture, especially also in my T-zone, as I have a combination skin. Now I'm just going to generously apply it on my T-zone, and then I'm going to move on to the application of the Tinted Skin Veil. And then when it comes to the application of the skin veil, I'm just going to do it the same way as I showed you earlier, where I didn't use a primer. I'm going to stick with my fingers and use circular motions for the application. So let's have a look at the before and afters. First, we're going to start off with the bare skin and what the cream looks like on bare skin. You clearly can see that it gives you an even finish based on the sheer coverage that it provides. Plus, it also will help you to cancel out a bit of the redness, that it looks less visible. And also here in the close-up you can see that my cheeks were a bit more red on the bare skin, and then if you're going to apply the cream on top, it neutralizes it in general. I did notice that if I'm not using a primer underneath, it still can look a little bit streaky, but this also might depend on the skin texture you're having. Now let's have a look at what it looks like on bare skin and also with the primer. Based on the skin tone and also the tint that it adds, there's not much of a difference. But if you're having a closer look on the cheek area, since I also have a little bit more of a larger pores on the cheek area, you can see that the primer did help to give it a little bit more of a smoother surface, so that the cream can apply beautifully on top. But still, it gives great coverage because it neutralizes the redness. And then again, here you can see what it looks with and without primer. From far away, you do not really notice much of a difference. It's just if you are having a closer look at the specific areas where you might have some problems. So in general, I definitely would recommend to go ahead and use a primer underneath if you have a little bit more of textured skin looking through, as this way this tinted whale can layer beautifully on top and you will have a smooth finish. Now, if you're looking for a great tinted moisturizer, I definitely also can recommend you this Tinted Skin Whale by NYX Professional. It just gives you that nice and sheer coverage if this is also what you're looking for, and it also gives you a little bit more of that glowy finish. Now, one tip that I wanted to share with you is that if you're having the right moisturizer that's suitable for your skin type as well as primer, it can give you a very smooth and also even finish. And if you aren't sure when it comes to moisturizer and also primer what you should do, I definitely can recommend you two products which I can link right here that have worked for me in the past and still do now, which I truly love. Now, I do hope that you also enjoyed this video, and if you like to, don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye!